Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Turun Tokes, and today I'm super excited because I have completed my 14 days of self-quarantine. Yes, today is my 15th day and I don't have to be confined in my own room, but actually I can go out today of my room and also can mingle with the other members of the family and also access the other areas of the house. So without wasting time, let's go out. After getting confined in the room for 14 long days, it is super exciting to finally come out of the room. Well, since lockdown is going on, I'm not supposed to go out of the gate, but out of excitement, I will just run to the gate and come back. Now I'm going to enter the house through the main entrance. Of course, there's a connection from my room to the main house, but since I came home after 1 year, so I thought I should make a grand entry through the main entrance like this. Nothing of that sort happened. I just simply entered the house, but now I'm feeling so relaxed to simply sit in the lobby. And also now it will be possible to sit down in the dining hall and dine with everybody else. So today is like a celebration. Yes, like birthdays, like anniversaries. Without a cake, the celebration is somewhat like empty. So I thought that since lockdown is going on, I will bake a cake for myself, and this would be the most delicious cake in this whole world. The technique that I'll be using, 2 secret ingredients that I'll be using, would make this cake special, soft, buttery, and very delicious. So let's start. So let's start with the first secret ingredient, which is the buttermilk. So to make the buttermilk, I pour 1 cup of milk, and then I pour the juice of half a lemon with 2 spoons of water in it. That's it. And then I give a quick stir. The milk that I have used here is a little bit lukewarm. This is one of the important secret ingredients for a super soft, moist chocolate cake. You can also use the buttermilk, which is readily available in the market. I have made cakes using the buttermilk, which is available in the market, as well as using this technique. But with my personal experience, I have found out that using this technique, the cake is more soft and more moist. So we keep this aside for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes it should be ready, and in the meantime we prepare the dry ingredients. Now to bake the cake, we divide the ingredients into dry ingredients and wet ingredients. So let's start with the dry ingredients now. See, this is the importance of sieving. For a super soft, moist chocolate cake, this is an important step, but if you do not have this sieve, then you can just put the dry ingredients directly. It will not come much difference in the taste. Our dry ingredients are ready. And now for the wet ingredients, I start with 4 eggs. About the sugar, I have used the regular sugar. I put in the grinder, and that's how I obtain the powdered sugar. But if you do not have a grinder, just put the regular sugar granules directly and it doesn't make a difference at all. Another thing about sugar, I have used just half mug of sugar. In a lot of recipes, you will see that when they use 1 cup of flour, they will also use 1 cup equal of sugar. So for me, I think it becomes too sweet and it's not required, it's unnecessary. And since we are health conscious, so we use only half cup of sugar. So you first use half cup of sugar if you're making the cake for the first time, and later on if you feel that the sugar is too less, then you can increase the amount of sugar or decrease according to your taste. With the fork you have to do just like this, but it will take a lot of time. At least you have to do this quite rigorously for around 20 to 25 minutes. But with a hand blender or an automatic blender, you need just 10 minutes. In 10 minutes it will be done. Ten minutes is over, and see, this is the texture that we want. Wow, it looks so beautiful. We can actually foresee that the cake would be already soft and fluffy and moist. See? Okay, so now it's time to put the dry ingredients. Here we have the dry ingredients that we have prepared. Let's put the blender aside. And we put only 50% of dry ingredients. We mix it and then we put the remaining 50%. This will be an easier mixing for us. And when it's more or less mixed, we add the buttermilk that we have prepared. We mix again. Well, I have to change the vessel because I have estimated it wrong. I'm sorry about that. I have to take a bigger vessel because then only it will be convenient for me to mix properly. And now, since the vessel is comparatively small, it's getting very difficult for me to mix. So make sure that while pre-planning itself, you take a bigger vessel so that this kind of difficulties you don't face in the middle. So I will quickly change and come back to you. I have changed the vessel. This is much bigger vessel now. And now I can mix the mixture in peace. Now it's time to put the remaining 50% of dry ingredients. It's now time to preheat the oven for 10 minutes. I have already turned it on. Now that the mixture is ready, it's time to put 5 spoons of oil. You can also put butter, but I prefer vegetable refined oil. 3, 4, and 5. Now in a lot of recipes you will see that the oil, they put it quite early, but oil is very heavy, so it decreases the fluffiness of the cake. So it's always advisable to put the oil later so that the fluffiness of the mixture doesn't get decreased. In goes the batter. This oven is more than 10 years old but still super efficient. Temperature set to 176 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And since I preheated for 10 minutes, so I put it for 25 minutes. Should be enough. Now for the perfect cake to come out, the measurement of the flour is very important. Everybody does not have a weighing machine, just like mine. So, in order to get that idea how much flour we should use, I have placed 2 mugs and a cup and saucer side by side so that we can have a clear idea. This is the cup and saucer which is used for the afternoon tea. This is the mug which is generally used to have coffee. And this is a medium-sized mug. Now this is the size that I am using for the cake. If you're using this sized mug, then you put 3/4 cup of flour and the remaining measurement will be the same. However, if you're using this afternoon tea cup and saucer, then you can use the full cup of flour And instead of using 4 eggs, you can use 3 eggs. Then the size of the cake will be comparatively smaller, but the taste and the softness will be exactly the same. If you do not have chocolate powder or cocoa powder in the house, then you can substitute it with vanilla essence. The output will be a plain cake which is equally moist, soft and delicious. And if you do not have vanilla essence, don't worry, you don't have to put anything. The original taste of the eggs, flour, butter, mixture, oil will give a very original taste, and it's also equally delicious. So 25 minutes is over and now let's check out, and I'm excited to see how the cake turned out to be. Oh, look at this, it looks perfect. Now I washed my hands thoroughly for 10 minutes with soap and water, and then look how perfect. It's bouncy, but I cannot press too much. And now I will check if it is properly cooked or not with the toothpick. Look at the color, it's so perfect. And don't worry about these cracks here and there, because when we turn upside down, this will be the bottom part and the upper part will be more beautiful. So what I will now do is I will just run the knife like that, just to separate the walls of the cake and the wall of the vessel, so that it efficiently comes out of the vessel. I will place a plate like this, and then I will turn it like that. I hope it comes out without breaking. Yes! Amazing! So if you butter the baking tray properly, then the cake will come out nicely like this. Look, so bouncy, so soft, and I'm sure while tasting we will come to know that it's super moist, and this is just perfect, just perfect. See? So my cake is ready and I'm super excited. I just can't wait to cut it and eat it. On regular days, I will just cut and eat at this stage. But since today is special, I have completed my 14 days of self-quarantine and today is my 15th day and I'm free. So I would like to make it special by a little bit decorating it on top. So I have never done it before, so I'm not sure how it would turn out to be, but let's try. So for the decoration, we just need 2 ingredients. Little bit of butter and powdered sugar. So little bit of butter means this much of butter, which is around 30 to 50 grams. And then we need just 2 spoons of powdered sugar. Just to make little sweet, not too much. That's it, enough. And now with the automatic blender, we blend it. Now to decorate this cake, we need a piping bag and piping tip. But since I do not have a piping bag and piping tip, and then the hardest part, to decorate it very nicely on top. But I do not have much artistic skills, but my brother has, so I will request my brother to do it for me.
Hello. First of all, I don't know how to make a piping bag or a piping tip. However, I'll try. So what I've taken is a stick file and I've taken a pair of scissors. So let's do this. I'll open the file and first of all I'll cut the file in half.
So since we are decorating this cake for the first time, we want to decorate it on the other side. If we're successful, then we will decorate on the main side. So we flip the cake just like that. So let's practice first here and then we will see.
As you can see, this piping bag is of no use. This plastic is too hard and we are unable to put any pressure and decorate this cake in any way. So we'll just throw this away. Right now what I will do is that I will take a cup, I'll take a spoon, and I'll take a plastic packet. Now make sure to wash this plastic packet inside out thoroughly, which I've done already. I will take the cup, take an edge and put the packet inside the cup. Once the plastic is inside the cup, you can put the icing in. Now once it is done, just take the plastic, put some pressure, make sure you squeeze all the air out and you slightly puncture the tip. Once it is done, squeeze all the air out and your icing bag is ready. Now let's try again. I'll try to write a letter.
Hace mucho tiempo que ya yo estoy contigo. Le doy gracias papá de cómo tú eres conmigo. Que me ame por siempre, lo único que te pido. Pero si tú me abandonas ya nada tendrá sentido. Eres el ángel que me cuida más de noche y de día. Si no estuviera contigo de mí no sé qué sería. Tú sabes que soy tuyo y que tú eres mía. Si algún día te fallo, lo siento mala mía. Seguimos bailando, seguimos gozando.
So finally we are successful in decorating this cake. Thank you very much, Manish.
My pleasure.
So now I just can't wait. I need to cut the cake and hog. So let's go. Celebration tonight.
1, 2, 3.
It's so good. It's just perfect. The sugar is perfect. The sweetness is perfect. It's moist. It's soft and so awesomely delicious. It's amazing. It's so good, so good. So I really enjoyed making this cake and I'm very glad to show you that a cake can be made so easily. Gone are the days where baking a cake was an issue, where the previous day you prepare, the next day you bake a cake for the whole day with flour on the floor, with flour everywhere, then clean up. So now with this technique you can make a cake so easily in just 35 minutes. 25 minutes of baking time and 10 minutes of preparation time. The full recipe of the cake is mentioned in the description below, clearly step by step. I would like to encourage all the people who never baked before to please bake this cake and let me know in the comments below how you felt, how's the softness, how tasty it is, and let me know everything about the cake. Please try it home and I'll be very glad if you let me know.
Morena, muévelo como Macarena. Candela, candela. 1, 2, 3.
No, Joey. No, no, no. You're not supposed to eat sweets. But it's okay to eat Durun baked cake, right? It's okay. So if you have seen my previous video, you must have observed that I got quite emotional because I cannot come near my Joey because I was in self-quarantine, and I understand that it's not advisable to go near her or any other family members because I might be the carrier. But she doesn't understand. She must be thinking, what happened to Durun? Why he is not coming near me and patting me? But now and today I'm very glad that I can come near her, I can pat her, and I'm sure that she is also very glad today. My previous video was about how I spent the entire day inside my room while I was maintaining the 14 days of self-quarantine. Please take a look, and the link is right here, and also it's mentioned in the description below. So please subscribe my channel as well for more fun-loving videos like this. Until then, I will see you next time very soon. Bye bye.
1, 2, 3.